Hi, everybody.
Hi. So let's see, who should go first now? Maybe Sage, you want to go first?
Sure. Let's see. I have been reviewing the pull request from Sagel, and we got that merged over the weekend. So now you can edit your bio on the dashboard. And then I've been talking about having a sort of meeting about a possible support contract coming up for adding some new features that are like some kind of enhancements that are necessary for making the global edition of the dashboard run a little more smoothly for most people, and sort of planning that set of projects out. And then I'm also now basically trying to figure out how to work around some of the user experience problems with the chat feature that is now being beta tested with like a small handful of classes.
Great. Okay. Thanks for the update. Let's see, Michael, I think you were next. You want to go ahead?
Yeah, that'll be me. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. So I actually was traveling the last couple of days, so I didn't get the chance to really dive into the code that me and Sage talked about last Thursday. Although now that I'm added part of the wiki, the GitHub group, I did assign myself to one of the issues. So yeah, later today I want to really dive in and try to do as much as I can before I travel again for the next 2 days to go home. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now.
Did we do a walkthrough of what are the code? Is that one of the asynchronous processing stories that you took using Sidekick? Does that sound familiar?
No, he did the one about the campaigns table showing a couple more pieces of information.
Oh yes. Okay. I think we walked through at a high level where the code is and how to approach that the last time. Michael.
Did we? I don't think we did.
You're working on the one where we talked about like working that partial that shows the rows.
Yeah, me and you talked about that, Sage. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought Patrick said that us two went over some other code.
No, I meant when Sage walked you through that.
Okay.
Yeah. That partial and pointed out that partial is used in many places, so you may have to fork it or clone it, if you will. All that discussion we had. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I misunderstood. Yeah, that we did.
No, that's okay. I just want to refresh my memory too. So you're good to go, even if you're on a plane. You have no excuse not to work on it, right?
I'm good. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. There you go. All right. Good. Sounds good, Michael. Anything else? Okay. Guess not. All right. Sejal, how about yourself?
Okay, I got the initial version of user profile pages, the user profiles section, in which the user is able to edit the, able to get the bio input, and also that PR is merged now. Then I worked on adding the user images, and I have just opened a PR for that, and also I worked on adding other fields to the user form, basically to the user profile section. So that's what I've been working on. That's my update.
Sounds like a lot of productive work. That's great. Thank you. For myself, I've been working on a lot of different projects, plus the SHF, etc. For WikiEd. Let's see, what did I do? I created a process description doc. I saw that there was a comment from Sage. I'll make a change to that and get that in there.
I went ahead and made that change and merged it this morning.
Oh, you did? Okay, great. Thanks. So done with that. Done with that one. Then I accomplished that. Also over the weekend, I was contacted by some fellow Narek. His first name is spelled Narek. I don't know if he reached out to you, Sage, but he wants to do something with respect to React. And so I said, we have a good project you may want to get involved with. His times, he was saying his availability would be about 1700 UTC. So it would be about, I think he's in UTC, GMT. So I said I would try to, oh, there he is. Hey,
Hello.
Narek. Hi, I'm just talking about you
Yeah.
and your wish to get connected up with the React project.
Yeah, I heard
So-
and I came, yeah.
Okay. You were lurking and then you decided to join. Great, glad you did. So Sage is the fellow that I think you probably ought to connect up with initially in terms of getting an overview and a deep dive into maybe a React specific story. So your availability, I was saying, was something like, I think, 1700 UTC. Is that right? It should be about 9 a.m. for Sage, I believe.
Sorry, could you please repeat?
I'm sorry.
Just time zone. I heard there was a question about time zone.
Yeah, I think you said that you would be available at about 1700 UTC.
17.
You said it was about 5
Uh,
p.m. your time, and I thought you were in UTC. It was unclear to me what time zone you were in, so I'm kind of
I mean,
surmising.
+4.
Oh, you're TC. Oh, okay. Well, that's different.
Yeah, these night hours for me. I mean, these hours, maybe 3 hours earlier, 3 hour earlier than this will be much more comfortable for me.
Okay, so let's say if that would be 11, that'd be about 8 a.m. your time, Sage. 3 hours earlier than now. Would that work?
I mean, it doesn't really work for me, but hopefully we can find someone else that we can maybe match him up with if he wants to pair. But we can certainly do things asynchronously in the Slack to talk you through getting started and stuff.
Yeah, so let's see. I don't know if Federico is watching or Aresh is around. Okay, so
Mhm.
yeah, so Narek, given that, so in terms of UTC time, what are the time windows that would be good for you?
What's the current time in UTC?
It would be about 7 p.m. right now. So what is that, 1900 UTC?
Right now it's 7 p.m.
I believe so, yeah. They're 5 hours ahead of me, 7 p.m. Right. So it'd be
Google tells
1900.
me that. Wait, that doesn't make sense.
It's now 11 p.m. here, so 7 p.m. I said 3 hours.
You said 3
It's
hours
gonna be
ahead?
Yeah, 3, but it might be, I don't know. I have a work, I kind of to work with React Native or something, but that might change. I'm just working from home. It's freelance. I'm not working at an office, so it might change. I could be available earlier than that. So 3 hours, I said. If it's 7 p.m. in UTC, 4 p.m. UTC, or even 2 to 4 p.m. in UTC, I might be available starting from. So it might change, I guess. I mean, I don't know how everything is set up in the team. It's like strict hours there or something.
No. You can work whenever you want to. We're just trying to find a time when you might be able to actually connect up with someone else to talk through things or something. But I think also you had said that I think maybe you and Sage will actually have some good overlap
Yeah.
from the discussion. So I think pairing with her might work out pretty well. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what your sort of what skills you're coming in with and what you're interested in doing?
If to be short, I have been into LAMP stack, PHP stuff, etc. I have moved to this full stack with JS. I mean, I have done Node.js and now I do React. Currently, I'm building React Native application, but I've been just interested in doing pair programming, so I found your channel. So I just pinged Patrick, so he set me up with you. So yeah, React, all React stuff, React Redux framework, I have used for the work I have. That's already 8 months, I guess. Yeah, before that I did Node.js.
Okay, cool.
That's
And so you're mainly interested in doing some pair programming on React.
Yeah, at least for now, yes.
Okay. So maybe we can just try to, well, we'll put out the word in the Slack channel that you're interested in that, and then maybe if others who are working on React tickets are interested in pairing, they can maybe give you a shout out at the time that they're working on it, and we'll find some time when you're around and available.
Yeah, I mean, first we need to find out someone that's really interested in doing React. Then we set up the time zone. I mean, the days times like.
I'm available from 2 to 4 UTC between that, and I'll be starting to work on React. Like that's my next task. So then I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clear.
So, Sejal, your Slack name is what now? Could look it up.
SEJ Sage.
SEJ?
Yeah.
SEJ. Okay. A little shorthand there. Okay. So, Sejal her Slack name is SEJ. And if you want to just reach out to her, and when would your availability be? Would it be on any given day to be arranged in advance, or how would you state that, Sejal?
How events are organized? I mean, on daily.
Well, we have the Scrum daily at this time, but it sounds like it'd be tough for you necessarily to join the Scrum, and the Scrum is really, and we're done with the Scrum, by the way. Now we're post Scrum because we only have a 15-minute window to get the Scrum done, right? With Agile principles. Anyway,
yeah, I have been there.
Yeah, so after the Scrum, we can actually connect up as needed. People can pair up right after the Scrum if they want to, and if they're available. But I guess if you mentioned that this hour is late at night for you and probably not a great time for you. So what Sejal is saying, Sejal says she can accommodate the time frame that you indicated would be better for you.
This time, sorry to interrupt you. This time is suitable. It is late. Yeah, are you just? Is this your Scrum? I mean, daily or some other?
Yeah, it's daily.
What?
It's daily, Monday through Thursday.
So I can be available at this hour. Sorry.
Oh, you can. Okay. Well, look, I don't know if you want to spend time right now or if Sejal has time, but it might be better to actually look at a couple of videos, which I can send you a link to. One is kind of a business overview of the project. The other one is a high-level technical overview. And also, you should direct message me or send me some, I think you maybe already did, your GitHub username. I don't need your password, just your username for GitHub. And then I can...
Did I send you password?
What's that?
Did I send you password?
No, I just need your, not your Slack, but your GitHub username. Yeah. And then I can add you as a collaborator to this project, which is the Wiki EDU dashboard project, it's called. And then you can go and look at the stories that are available. I'll send you the link to that. We have a storyboard. It's in a platform called Waffle. And so you can kind of rummage through and see the stories. The stories are generally tagged as Rails or React focused. So you can hopefully quickly find a React story that might be interesting to you. And then once you've done that preamble, and maybe by tomorrow, you'll be in a position to be walked through maybe how to address the particular story you've taken on.
Yeah, you said like we are to the state of setting up the React project. Like it's already set up, tasks are already on the board. Yeah.
So this system is actually in use by 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 people per year and going up. Say, do you want to weigh in on a little bit of background of the app?
Sure. So you can get a little more taste for it if you like watch one of the introductory videos. But this is the app, the production version running at dashboard.wikiedu.org. And there's another production version as well that is like more globally oriented. And the way that it works is that it helps college professors run assignments in their classes where their students edit Wikipedia articles. So instead of writing a term paper, they'll write Wikipedia articles. And so it offers a lot of tools around helping students get started, walking them through training so that they can figure out the basics of Wikipedia without getting confused, and also tools for the instructor to basically plan out and scaffold their whole assignment. So when you're on an individual course page, it tracks what all the students are doing, so you can see all the students who are enrolled. You can see what edits they've made on Wikipedia recently, and see sort of the diff of oh, this is exactly what they added. They added a reference here. And then it keeps track of all of the articles that this class has worked on, and any images that they've uploaded. And then it also provides a week by week timeline, which shows what the class will be working on at each point in the semester. So that's kind of the basis of what the app is for. It's for helping newcomers efficiently get started on Wikipedia and keeping track of what they're doing, so that you can sort of see how much of an impact they've had.
Okay.
Yeah, so Sejal posted the link to the Agile Ventures project page. Thank you, Sejal. The link was posted in the chat for the Hangout here. If you can see that, Narek?
Yeah.
You want to grab
I
that?
already visited it.
Okay. So if you click on the videos tab there, you'll see the two videos that I mentioned before. One is a kind of a business overview, if you will, or what is the intent of this app, and the other one is more of a high-level architectural overview. So that'll get you started. But it is a big app, so I would suggest that once we get you to the point where you can look at stories and you want to take a story and own it and work on it, that you start off with kind of a dive into the software that might be involved with implementing that story. And I think Sejal could definitely help you with that. I think she's fairly familiar with. She's just started basically, but she's made a lot of progress, I think. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I hope
Definitely
I'm
will.
able to help.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will be. So. All right, Narek. So if you could so you got that link now. If you could just, like I said, send me your GitHub username. I'll set you up as a collaborator. I'll send you a link to the storyboard. You can review stories and take one that strikes your fancy. And then maybe tomorrow, either an earlier time frame or maybe after the Scrum tomorrow, you and Sejal can walk through the software involved with that story. Would that
Okay.
help? Would that make sense?
Definitely.
Okay. And now I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Narek, is that right?
Narek, we do.
Narek.
I have seen many times. Yeah, pronounced that way in English.
Narek. Okay. Well, I'll probably mangle it again a few more times, so don't hesitate to correct me.
Okay.
Narek. Okay, so you got the links. Give me your GitHub name. I'll send you the link to the storyboard. And maybe tomorrow, if Sejal's got time, she can get you started on that story.
Okay, clear.
Anything else that you might need at this point, Narek, to get started?
No.
Okay, well, thank you for joining. Appreciate
Yeah,
you
thank you too.
showing up and offering to help out.
And
Sure, I'll go with the
probably
links.
the best way to get started in the meantime, if you have some time, will be to just try to set up the development environment.
Oh, yes.
And let
sorry,
us know
what
on
about,
Slack if you run into any trouble with that.
what about the development environment?
I said that'd be a good thing to do in the meantime if you have any time to get started with that, is to try to set up a development environment and let us know on Slack if you run into any trouble.
Development environment, I mean, specifically for the project, for this
Yeah.
project?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Once I go
Sage
over...
Sage will just link to the documentation on how to do that. It should be
Yeah.
should be moderately straightforward, although it can be a
Yeah.
little tricky depending on your environment.
Yeah. Thanks. I will ping you tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good, Eric. Thank you for joining. All right. Anybody else have anything? Guess not, huh? No. Okay. Well, thanks everybody. Appreciate it. We'll talk again tomorrow.
Thanks, Patrick. See you.
Bye
Sage,
now.
you want to stick around for a little bit?
Yes.